Good morning. Well, almost afternoon. I've been trying to record this episode for the last 3 or 4 hours. This is meant to be a simple 5-minute brief guided meditation, and then I felt like I needed to start explaining things. My name is Polly Behringer, and I am your host on the Personal Shaman podcast, where I share holistic methods and modalities. But my whole idea is release, reset, and we're releasing trauma stored as tension through our physical body, our mental mindscape, and then reset ourselves and get back on path. We're scraping away the calcification of life and conditioning. I'm grateful to say this episode is fueled by BioCoffee, the only alkaline coffee on the market containing wheatgrass, servings of green vegetables, pre and probiotics, chlorophyll, amino acids, vitamins, and so much more. This is my go-to morning drink. I'm on my second cup today as I'm just trying to fuel and push myself through this episode. I've been drinking BioCoffee for almost a decade. It's really interesting when people try this product. They're talking about the weight loss, the clarity, the focus that they get from drinking a cup. This is a perfect drink for someone who is biohacking their way into healthy living. I love BioCoffee so much that I'm constantly talking about the product. Anything that I'm doing that I feel that's helping me and that could help others, I'm going to push and promote. So if you haven't tried it, check out the link below for a free giveaway opportunity or order your own box today. 2026 has been this crazy, insane, powerful year for me, and we're only into the second week of February. I'm finding myself needing to just slow down, Polly, be intentional with my time. When I incorporate things that I'm really needing into other daily practices that I'm already doing, things fall much faster into place. My spiritual audience would say they fall into alignment, Polly. I began incorporating meditations into my morning daily workout routine. I even began adding in modified sequences of Surya Namaskaram, sun salutations. And I know if you're a yoga practitioner or yoga teacher, you may be saying this is not how yoga is done. But I think about the Bruce Lee method. He took all these different modalities, different methods, and blended it into what he felt worked for him. And a lot of people, a lot of masters in these different modalities really struggled with this concept. They felt that he wasn't being true to the practices that he had learned. I remember reading, they were saying stuff like, he can't do this. Bruce Lee cannot do this. This is not the way that this modality, this practice is supposed to be done. And there was, I felt like there was like this segregation between him and these masters and the modalities that he had practiced, that he was trained, and that he was highly skilled in. And you think about, he had a very strong laser-like focus, so he was able to separate himself from that mind chatter, where a lot of us are still working through releasing those self-limiting beliefs. I wanted to get back to meditating, but I was struggling with these time constraints and knowing that, you shouldn't do yoga before you work out. You should do, the sequence of pranayama moving into meditation, or there's yoga nidra, then pranayama, then meditation. There's all these time constraints around modalities when you're doing them as a whole. And I wanted to find something that I could build off of, like stack these habits, that these daily routines that I knew that was going to help me build longer practices. A lot of yoga teachers or practitioners are going to say, you can't do it this way. I've spent my entire life listening to people tell me what I can't do. And so what I've discovered is when I do things intuitively and I listen to this voice, listen to my gut, I'm finding ways to build these amazing holistic practices and tuning out the mind chatter of other people telling me how I should and shouldn't do something. Today's episode is going to be a brief guided meditation. I'm going to bookmark it so you can go back and you can listen to this episode whenever you want to, and just incorporating it somewhere throughout your day and then finding your flow, because meditation does provide this deep relaxation to get clear and intentional about the flow of our life. And if any distractions come up during this guided meditation, I'm going to encourage you just to let them come up. Let them come up and then allow yourself to step back and become this silent observer until they pass, because trust me, they will. We're going to begin this 5-minute guided meditation by finding a comfortable position. whether you're choosing to sit down or to lay down. It's up to you. When you're ready, I want you to observe the weight of your body, where it connects to the surface. Get current and focus your attention to how your body moves while you breathe. Close your eyes. Tune into the more subtle aspects of your breath. I want to encourage you to breathe in and out through your nostrils. Notice the breath as it enters, your chest expanding, and your breath as it exits and your chest falls. Continue this breath, inhaling at your own pace. Allow yourself to bring awareness to this moment. Allow yourself to take notice to how your body feels. Begin taking deeper breaths. Inhaling deeper, belly expanding, chest rising. Exhaling, letting it all go. Allowing your body to soften. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine as you bring in your breath. Exhale, releasing the tension held in the shoulders. Breathe in again, and exhale, let it all go. Take in one last intentional inhale and one last deep, relaxing exhale. Returning back to your normal breath, breathing in and letting go. Anytime you start to think about your to-do list for the day or experiences that happened before this meditation, I want you to bring your attention back towards your breath. Notice how your breath feels in your body. Take note of how you're breathing or holding on to your breath. And then release those thoughts. Reset your breath and return to peace. I want to invite you to ground yourself into the frequency of appreciation. Call into your mind 3 things that you're thankful and grateful for. Repeat those 3 things in your mind. And if you're able to repeat them out loud, allow yourself to hear your voice. Speak those words into existence out of appreciation and gratitude. May you be open to the influences of what today brings you. May you move forward and choose options aligned with your aspirations. May you feel aligned with today as you move forward. May you move forward and choose options aligned with your aspirations. May you feel aligned to your greater purpose. May you find clarity and peace in your body. Today is your opportunity to create kindness for yourself and for others. Allow yourself to revel in the preciousness of these gifted moments. Open your eyes and welcome in the light. Your guided meditation is now complete. Welcome back from your meditation. How do you feel? How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? How does your mind feel? That was such a short meditation, but doing this once or twice a day, every day, will reset you. It'll allow you to start reframing how you view obstacles or potential opportunities. You'll start to take bigger risks and you'll start to see yourself evolve. So I hope you found inspiration in this episode to support your healing journey. I'm really excited to continue this adventure on the Personal Shaman podcast with you. I just want you to remember, Personal Shaman podcast isn't about me becoming your shaman. It's about you becoming your own. Through the practices of learning holistic modalities and alternative methods that will help you transform what's holding you back and help you heal, overcome, and move forward. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate it and review it. It really helps others find this community. And share this episode with friends, family, or anyone you might know or think of that could benefit from this practice. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list to receive updates, exclusive content, upcoming in-person classes, Zoom classes, our annual retreat, more podcasts, online courses. There'll be a link below. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I'm Polly Behringer, and this was Personal Shaman Podcast.